friends, it's Tuesday! Yay! So I have some more shout-outs that we're gonna do first thing. This time we had 14 friends. So we had one more than last time. So we had 13 last time, now we have 14. Let's keep getting that number up. Okay, so today we have Julian. Do I have to shout out Julian twice? Go Julian, because I forgot his yesterday. So I had to make sure he sent one in for today, for last night, and then the night before. So I had to give him twice. Sorry I forgot, but here you go, 2 times, yay! We have Lucy, Tavin, Klaus, Liam, Sophia, and she put her brothers Evan and Gregory in her picture. Dominic, Faith, Margot, Arturo, JJ, JC, Dorothy, and Uliana. I'm so excited that you guys are really liking this story. My favorite thing when reading your guys' journal, like reading response yesterday, was that you guys really seemed to think this book was funny, which is good because I think this book is funny too. Alrighty, so we're gonna start out with calendar time. So we can sing a good morning song. We're going to sing our days of the week, or write your days of the week, or then we'll count to 100 by, yesterday we did 1, so today do 10s. Count to 100 by 10s. And then do your ABC sounds and your buddy sounds. We've learned through E, Bumblebee Party, E. That's the last sound that we learned in our buddy sounds. We're gonna do some number stuff this morning for calendar. So today is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th day. Day 7 for days of homeschooling. And I don't know if Mom and Dad told you, but we're going to be here a lot longer than just this week and last week. We'll talk about more of that later. So today's day 7. All right, let's see. I want to know 1 less and 2 more. Both of the numbers. 1 less, 1 more, and 2 more. And then I want to know 10 more. All right, so let's think. When I'm thinking about 7, what's 1 less? I have 7. What's 1 less? 6. Yeah. 6. Okay. 6, 7. What's 1 more? What's 1 more? 7. 8. Yeah, 8. So if I'm at 7, what's 2 more? What's 2 more? 9. I could write that as an addition sentence. 7 plus 2 more is equal to 9. Fun fact, 2 more plus 2. And then I want to know 10 more. 10 more. I have 7 and I want to add 10 more. So what I can do is I can add that 10, group of 10 to the front of my number, 10 and 7 more, or I can hold 10, and then I have 7 and I can count it more. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. I can see my group of 10 that I added here in the front. 10 more. So for fun, let's see if I added another 10. I have 7, 17. Gonna add something to that 10's house. Adding 1 group of 10 to the 10's house. So I'm adding 1 group of 10. I get 2, and I'm not adding any 1s. 27. That's kind of some hard stuff, but just some fun things to look at with numbers. All right, let's see. We're going to look at 7 on a dice. That'll be fun. And then 10 frame and tallies, and then 10s and 1s. Let me get everything set up on the board. Okay, let me get a different marker so you can see what we're working with. All right, so I have the number 7. All right, here's what I need to do. Let's start with filling in the dice. Dice are 6-sided. That means they have 6 sides, which means the highest number that I can have on a dice is 6. Like a tens frame. The biggest amount in a tens frame can be 10. So the highest I can have in here is 6. And 6 looks like this. So if I have 6, how many more do I need to get to 7? Just 1. So that's what my dice would look like for 7. Now they could be different, but I wanted to fill up my first dice first. The same way I would do a 10 frame. So if I'm trying to do 7 in my 10 frame, I have to start on the top row. I'm using circles, dots really, to fill it in. 1, 2, 3. What about here? Do I go here next? No! That is not next. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I stop. 7. Okay. Does 7 have 2 digits in it? No, it just has 1. So it has 1 digit. It goes in the ones place. How many ones blocks do I need? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now let's do 7 tally marks. Okay. So remember, on 5, you gotta do your seatbelt to make sure my hot dogs stay together. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tally marks. 7. Because that's our number today. Okay. That's a little bit of calendar time. All right. Today we're also doing more with the word of. Okay. So, I want you to find a song about the word of, your blue word of. Listen to your song, and then you're also going to do today your worksheet in your big packet about the word of. It's here in the back. My two of. Of. All right, so read it, write it. How many syllables? It's how many chops when we say it. Of. Of. 1. It has 1 syllable. Color it, and I trace it, and I write it, and I find it, and then who did you tell? Okay, who did you read that word to? All right, we're not gonna write a sentence with it today, but that's our word. Of. Okay. All right, after that, you're gonna move on to doing a little bit of your health book. Building a healthy me. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this page is a front and a back. Look carefully about where to cut. You only cut the dotted lines on here. It's thinking about like snacks, healthy snacks that go together. But like when you cut the front, you're also cutting the back. Okay, so just be careful. It's like a little book type of thing that you're making. When I eat blank, I have blank too. Okay, so that's your English version, and then the Spanish version is page 17. So that's what you're doing today. Read the little pages together and what foods go together that are healthy together. Okay, after that, you're going to go back to your big packet and let's see. We did all of our picture words. So today, you're going to go to the Build a Word page. What you're going to have to do is you're going to cut out all the little letter squares. I'm going to cut out all the squares, and I have to build the word and then write the word. So like this, I'm pretty sure is cup. So I would have to stretch out cup. Cup. And then I would find the letters and glue them into their squares and then write the word. Then I can color my little cup. Same with pig, hat, 10, dog. Okay? So that's what you're going to do. Cut your letters, glue them in to make the word, and then write the word. Then we're going to go to the subtraction page. You only did 6 problems yesterday. You did this top row. Today, we're going to do the second row. We're going to do these problems here. Same way you did them yesterday. So we're starting with, on that side, 5 minus 1 equals. That's the first problem that you're starting with. So what should you do first? You should draw your circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do you need to take away? Take away. How many am I taking away? 1. So how many am I going to cross out? 1. I'm going to take it away. So once I take away, how many are left? How many circles are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So I'm drawing a picture for every single one that I do all across here. Just that row. Okay, only those 6. And then after that, we need to go look at our activity calendar here in the back. Okay. So today is week 2, Tuesday. You're going to read Plants in the Greenhouse again in your My Shared Reading storybook and follow along what it says to do in the square. Shared reading means you're reading it together. Reading it together. Okay, so I said this week that we're going to read the story every day, the same story every day, except one day we'll have to read a different story for us to compare it to. But today we're going to read the same story. Today I'm looking to retell my story. So I need to think about, I hope I spelled that right, the beginning, the middle, and the end. If I didn't spell it right, don't tell me. Beginning. Let's hope. Too long of spelling phonetically myself. All right, beginning, middle, and end. I need to think about what happens in each part of the story here. And what we're going to do together is we're going to map out the beginning and the middle, and then you're going to do the ending part, okay? But we're going to talk about what happens in what order in the story and retell the story in 3 parts. So, once again, we are reading The 3 Billy Goats Fluff by Rachel Mortimer, illustrated by Liz Pichon. 3 Billy Goats Fluff. Trip, trap. How was he supposed to sleep? Mr. Troll buried his head in his pillow and groaned. Ugh. He looked back at the newspaper advertisement. How could he have fallen for it? Troll Paradise. Fine riverside apartment with slimy toads and running Beetlejuice. Bargain! What the advertisement had not said was noisy underneath the only bridge from the Rocky Mountain to the lush green field. On the mountain next to Mr. Troll's bridge lived the 3 Billy Goats Fluff. They loved to eat the lush green grass in the field by the bridge. It made their fleeces extra fluffy, important for Mama Goat's knitting business. The three billy goats Fluff crossed the bridge twice a day. But this morning, Mr. Troll had a surprise for them. He put up a sign. No trip-trapping over my bridge. Trip-trappers will be eaten. Mr. Troll. Little Billy Goat Fluff had not yet learned to read. So he set off as usual. He just put one hoof on the bridge when Mr. Troll leaped out. I'm a troll with a very sore head. Stop trip-trapping over my bed. When I'm tired and feeling blue, there's nothing quite like Little Goat stew. Little Billy Goat was very scared and scampered back to Mama Goat. Next came middle-sized Billy Goat Fluff. His hooves were louder than little Billy Goat's. Mr. Troll leaped out again. I'm a troll in a very bad mood. Waking me up is terribly rude. Middle-sized goat makes a lovely roast or tasty pate upon my toast. Middle-sized Billy Goat raced back to Big Billy Goat. They were both too scared to cross the bridge. We're telling our mom on you, they shouted. Mama Goat listened to her Billy Goats, and she thought about Mr. Troll. She knew what it was like to live without sleep. Little Billy Goat woke her up every night. That night, as she sat knitting shoes from the finest Billy Goat Fluff, Mama Goat had an idea. The next day, Mr. Troll was waiting for them. I'm a troll who's really cross. It's time to show you I'm the boss. When I'm tired, I need to eat. Goat and French fries, my favorite treat. Big Billy Goat trembled as he handed Mr. Troll a present and a note from Mother Goat. If you can hear us trip-trap by, then you can make 3 Billy Goat pie. But if we're quiet as tiny mice, you must stop being grumpy and start being nice. Little Billy Goat Fluff was the first to try out Mama Goat's plan. He shakily put on his hand-knitted shoes. They were so fluffy, bright yellow, his favorite color. Slowly he stepped out onto the bridge. Mr. Troll listened from his bedroom. Nothing. Nothing. Middle-sized Billy Goat Fluff was next. His hooves were quaking as he put on 4 exceedingly fluffy shoes. Pink! Middle-sized Billy Goat was a real softy. Carefully he stepped out onto the bridge. Mr. Troll had pressed his ear to the roof. He couldn't hear a thing. Look, his face is changing. Finally, it was Big Billy Goat Fluff's turn. His shoes had taken most of the night to knit. With 4 huge pom-poms on his hooves, Big Billy Goat stepped out onto the bridge. Mr. Troll strained his ears. Silence at last. How had they done it? Mr. Troll came out from under the bridge. He looked at the 3 Billy Goats Fluff, happily munching the grass in the field. He looked at his present from Mama Goat, and then he opened it. Inside were the fluffiest earmuffs he had ever seen, wrapped inside one of Mama Goat's special blankets. Dear Mr. Troll, we're very sorry for waking you up. We hope this gift helps you have your best sleep ever. Love, Mama Goat and the 3 Billy Goats Fluff. That night, Mr. Troll drank a hot mug of beetle juice, read his favorite bedtime story, The Princess and the Troll. Then he put on his big fluffy earmuffs and cuddled in his soft green blanket. For the first time in his new house, he slept and slept. He dreamed of fluffy clouds and fluffy toads and fluffy Beetlejuice, and best of all, his new quiet friends, the 3 Billy Goats Fluff. Yay! Okay, So our job today is to map out the story with the 3 biggest events: the beginning, the middle, and the end. So I'm going to use my story to help me do this because I can. When you have a story, use it. So I'm looking for things that happened in the beginning. The beginning is like, have you ever gone to a restaurant and you can get 3 things to eat? You get your appetizer, your big meal, and then a dessert. So your appetizer kind of sets you up and gets you in the mood for eating. So my beginning is like my appetizer. It's like what sets up the story. So the beginning tells me about like the characters and the setting and stuff. So that's usually what happens in the beginning. So let's see. Looking in the story. So it looks like Mr. Troll is under the bridge and he can't sleep. And he's upset about where he chose to live. And they're talking about where he lived. And then he said he was going to eat them if they crossed his bridge. That's kind of like what the beginning is. So at the beginning, Mr. Troll puts up a sign. Let's start there. That starts the whole story off. So we get everything it tells us, and then there's something that starts the story. So we have Mr. Troll makes a sign. We know the sign says that he's going to eat the goats if they're loud, but that's what he makes the sign. Okay. Now the middle of the story is like the food that you order and you're really excited. It's like a big dinner type of thing. So this is like the meat of the story, so to speak. This is where like the problem of the story takes place. And we start the solution. So as I'm flipping through the story, the goats are going across the bridge and the troll is being mean. And then Mama Goat decides to make a gift to help the solution, to help solve their problem for being loud. So instead of being rude back, Mama Goat is nice. So the first thing that really happens is Mr. Troll makes a sign. In the middle of the story, all of the goats try to cross the bridge and they can't. And then what's the big thing that helps resolve that problem? So let's talk about the problem. The problem is the goats can't cross the bridge. So I would say the goats cannot cross the bridge. Then Mama Goat, what does she make? Mama Goat makes a gift. Okay, so the middle is where a lot of stuff happens. So at the beginning, Mr. Troll makes a sign. In the middle, the goats cannot cross, I can't read backwards. The goats cannot cross the bridge. Then Mama Goat makes a gift for the billy goats and the troll. She made 2 different sets of things. Now at the end, I want to think about what happens at the very end. The very end of the story. So now we go. He gets the gift. They use their gifts. So this is after he gets his gift. So he gets the gift. And he's finally able to sleep. And he made new friends. So I would say, I figured out what you're going to do. Okay. Not the troll, his name's Mr. Troll. Silly me. Alright, Mr. Troll can sleep. Let's stretch out sleep. S-o-eep. Sleep. S-o-oo. E. could be two things. That can either be E or E, E. So I would write one. And that doesn't look right. Then I can change it. 2 E's. Mr. Troll can sleep and made friends. New friends. We know the word new. Mr. Troll can sleep and made new friends. Okay. That's what happens at the end. Mr. Troll can sleep and made new friends. So what your job is going to be, I'm going to leave this here for a minute. Take a good look at it. Pause it if you need to. Beginning, middle, end. Okay. So what you're going to do is on your paper, this is what your paper looks like. I want you have your picture box up here at the top. I want you to divide it into 3 parts. You're gonna draw what happens in the beginning. So this would be your beginning picture. What I wrote, you draw beginning, middle, and then end. You're drawing a picture to match each of the sentences that I wrote. And then what you can do is you can actually, this is a time to do this because we haven't learned about this, go back to the part where I wrote it and then write those sentences out. And yes, you can copy my board for those. That's okay for this because we're writing the beginning, the middle, and the end. We're retelling the story, and that's a lot of writing. This is the first time we've done this type of thing too. So, does that make sense? You're drawing 3 pictures and then go back when you write it, copy what I wrote. Yes, copy. It's okay for this. So you'll copy what I wrote for that. All right. Then what I want you to do is for your picture, what you're gonna do, actually, I want you to go here into your My Shared Reading. What story was today? I gotta go back and check. Aha! Plants in a greenhouse. And I want you to take a picture holding this page open with your finished work on here. So, plants in a greenhouse, this is what you're going to show me today. You can smile. You can look over it like this, like you're peeking over. Either one. Either this or this. Okay? And that's what you're going to show me. Your finished work on your plants in a greenhouse. Okay. And that'll be the picture that I get for tomorrow's shout-outs and dojo points. I have a teachers meeting tomorrow. I'm also I am allowed to go into the classroom during the day today. I only get 30 minutes and it's a quick grab and go. So I'm going to be grabbing some materials to bring home. And then the other teachers and I are going to be planning on, the other kindergarten teachers and I are going to be planning on Wednesday and Thursday. The extra things that we're going to have to do to get us through May 1st. We're not going to plan anything for during the spring break time because it's a break. We're all going to get a break that week. Like, I'm not going to do stuff on the weekends either because keeping the routine is good. And you'll just get all that stuff digitally. So be prepared on the lookout for that. I have a staff meeting on Zoom at 1:30 tomorrow. So after we do that, I'll send some information your way about what type of new work you can expect. I'm pretty sure it's going to be all digital. I was talking with Miss Chassé and Miss Walters today. When the teachers go in tomorrow, only one grade level can go in at a time, so there's only 3 teachers on campus, and we have to sign in and put on gloves and a mask, and we only get 30 minutes to grab stuff and come back out. The rooms have been sanitized, but they really don't want us to mess any of that up. They want it to stay clean and sanitized for as long as possible. just to make sure we're all good and safe. So, I already have a list of things I'm willing to bring, and then once I figure out Zoom, we can try and have a meeting. I would like to Wednesday as a class, and I'll read the story to you guys then. That's what we'll do. I'll start reading stories, and I'll still make YouTube videos because I know a lot of you either do it first thing in the morning or later in the evening based off of mommy and daddy's work schedules. So I know that this is helpful to do it on your own time. But I also want to start setting up some of those Zoom class meetings where I'm going to have to teach some new stuff that we haven't done yet. So that way it's just a good way, so that way not all of like the new stuff weighs on mom and dad, because that can be a lot. And I'm really excited to teach this stuff. Like, I miss it. I'm going crazy here in my house. Oh, one quick thing. I did get a couple of pictures and I started printing some out, but here, Margot, I only have a black and white printer. So if you mail me pictures you make for me, then I can hang them up and they'll be beautiful and colorful. But I'm going to hang up this picture that Margot's mom and dad sent me. It says, "Hi, Miss Hobbs, I miss you so much," on her writing. And I'm going to go start. It's be my first picture over on my wall. I'm going to hang that up. But yeah, look for some stuff. I will definitely keep mommy and daddy updated with what we're doing. So tomorrow afternoon, look for how to set up Zoom. You can start now. It's a free app on your computer or phone. You can use your phone too. And then I will send a link to join a meeting Tuesday night. So that way we can join at a certain time on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how I figure it out. And yeah, that's kind of where we're updated from there. I hope you guys are hanging in there. And I'm sorry that this is going to last longer, but it's better for all of us because it's making sure that all of us are healthy. And that's the key thing, that we're safe and that we're healthy. All right. I look forward to seeing your pictures and your beautiful faces as soon as I can. Stay home and stay safe. Wash your hands. Love you guys. Bye.